The command deck of the Sovereign's blade fell silent as Warlord Craxus slammed his clawed fist against the tactical display. His scales, dark as the void between stars, rippled with barely contained fury. "The human ship refuses to surrender," his second-in-command hissed. "They claim to be a research vessel." Craxus bared his fangs, each one longer than a human forearm, serrated and dripping with natural venom that could dissolve titanium. His species, the Vorith, had conquered 17 star systems through sheer brutality. They were apex predators, engineered by evolution to dominate, to terrify, to consume. "Then we board them," Craxus growled. "And we teach them what happens when prey defies the Vorith." Maverick checked the security feeds one more time, his jaw tight with tension. The Vorith boarding pods had latched onto their hull like parasitic insects. Through the cameras, he could see the monsters emerging. 3-meter-tall reptilian nightmares with claws that sparked against metal floors. "Vivien," he said into the comm, "they're coming through Section 7. Get to the escape pods. Now." "Not happening," came her cheerful reply. "I'm almost done with the xenobiology samples. These Kepler 442b fungi are fascinating." Maverick wanted to scream. Dr. Vivien Shun was brilliant, perhaps the best xenobiologist in human space. But her complete lack of survival instinct was going to get them both killed. "Vivien, these aren't specimens. They're Vorith warlords. They eat sentient species for breakfast. Literally." She hummed, clearly not listening. "Hey, did you know these fungi can survive hard vacuum? I'm documenting this right now." The blast door to the lab exploded inward. Craxus ducked through the ruined doorway, his son Vex close behind. The young Vorith prince was on his first raid, a rite of passage for their people. Today, Vex would make his first kill, taste his first sentient prey, and earn his warrior marks. The laboratory was cluttered with strange equipment and glowing containers. And there, at the far end, stood a human. Craxus had seen humans before, of course. Soft things, pink or brown, lacking scales or natural weapons. Weak, fragile. The galaxy called them the diplomat species because they couldn't fight, so they talked instead. This human was small even by their pathetic standards. A female, perhaps 1.6 meters tall, with hair tied back in a messy knot. She wore a white coat covered in colorful stains and was holding some kind of scanning device. She looked up at them and smiled. "Oh wow," Vivien said, her eyes lighting up with genuine delight. "You're Vorith. I've read about your species. The cranial ridges are even more impressive in person." Craxus felt something he hadn't experienced in decades: confusion. The human showed no fear, no recognition of danger. She was looking at him the way a child might look at an interesting insect. "Human," he rumbled, his voice like grinding stone. "You will surrender. Resistance means death." Sure, Vivien said absently, stepping closer. "But can I just—" "Wow, your scale patterns are incredible. Is that chromatophore variation genetic or environmental?" Vex hissed, stepping forward. The young prince was eager to prove himself. He lunged at the human with blinding speed, jaws open wide, going for the killing bite his father had taught him. His teeth closed on Vivien's forearm. Maverick burst into the lab 3 seconds too late. His plasma rifle dropped from nerveless fingers. The young Vorith had Vivien's arm in its mouth. This was it. He'd failed to protect her. The venom alone would. "Hey, no biting," Vivien said, her tone more annoyed than frightened. She bopped the Vorith air on his snout with her free hand. "Bad. We don't bite scientists." The young Vorith released her arm, looking stunned. Vivien examined the bite marks on her jacket. The fabric was punctured, but her skin barely broken. "Ah," she cooed, little teeth. "Look at you. You're just a baby, aren't you? Your adult fangs haven't even come in yet." She reached out and booped the Vorith prince on his nose. The massive warlord and his son stood frozen. In 3,000 years of Vorith history, no prey species had ever booped one of them. "These are venom sacs, right?" Vivien continued, gently prodding the area near Vex's jaw. The young Vorith remained perfectly still, completely baffled. "Underdeveloped still? You're what, adolescent?" "Fascinating. Your species doesn't reach full maturity until 40 standard years, according to the xenobiology databases." Craxus found his voice. You dare touch the warlord's heir? Oh, he's your son." Vivien beamed at Craxus. "He's precious. Look at those little scale patterns. He's going to grow up so handsome, just like his dad. Did this human just call him handsome? Maverick slowly picked up his rifle, though he had no idea what to do with it. The situation had spiraled completely outside his understanding of reality. Your venom, Craxus said slowly. It should have killed you instantly. Oh, right. Vivien pulled a small injector from her pocket. I synthesized a broad-spectrum anti-venom last month. Been meaning to test it. Hey, Vex, can I call you Vex? I heard your dad say it. Want to help me run some tests? I need to measure venom potency across age groups for my research. She scratched the young Vorith under his chin. Vex, the heir to the most feared warrior lineage in the sector, made a sound suspiciously like a purr. We are conquerors, Craxus said, but his voice lacked conviction. We have destroyed species more powerful than yours. That's nice, dear, Vivien said, the way one might address an overexcited puppy. But have you destroyed species more stubborn? Because humans are really stubborn. Also, your son is adorable, and I'm adopting him for my research team. He can help me catalog the fungi samples. You cannot adopt a Vorith prince. Watch me, Vivien said cheerfully. She pulled out a packet of dried mango slices from her pocket. Vex, honey, want a snack? The Warlord's heir, trained from birth to be a perfect killing machine, tentatively took the dried fruit and made happy chirping sounds. Craxus looked at Maverick, who shrugged helplessly. Your species, the Warlord said slowly, is insane. Probably, Maverick admitted. But that's humanity for you. We're either running away from danger or adopting it. There's no in-between. Vivien was now showing Vex pictures of fungi on her datapad. The young Vorith was leaning in close, genuinely interested, his tail wagging slightly. The Council of Warlords will hear of this, Craxus muttered. Great, Vivien said. Tell them Dr. Vivien Shin says hi and that I'd love to do a comparative study on Vorith biology. I'll need at least 20 volunteers. Oh, and tell them to bring snacks. The dried mango is a big hit. 3 hours later, the Vorith boarding party left with containers of fungi samples, a detailed proposal for biological research cooperation, and a very confused young prince who wouldn't stop chirping about the nice human scientist. Maverick found Vivien in the lab, cataloging her bite wound data. You know you almost died, right? He said. Vivien hummed. But I didn't. And now we have first contact with the Vorith. Do you know how rare their genetic samples are? You're insane. That's what makes me good at my job, she said, grinning. Besides, Vex was sweet. Just misunderstood. As their ship limped toward the nearest starbase, Maverick reflected on something he'd learned long ago. The galaxy feared humanity not because humans were the strongest or the most advanced. The galaxy feared humanity because humans looked at apex predators and thought, ah, cute. Let's be friends. And somehow, impossibly, it kept working.